Hey, what's up, guys? And welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm DeShawn Hollywood, if you don't already know that bitch. So, since you guys love my story time so much of me running my mouth, I thought of a really funny one that I wanted to share with you guys that I really hope you enjoy. I know you guys seen the title. And yes, bitch, this is for real. I did not make this up. I wish I did make this up, but I didn't. This is gonna be a story time about the time my middle school teacher called me a Fruit Loop.
Wait, but before we go any further, I'm gonna need you to do one thing for me. That little subscribe button, it should be either over here or over there, wherever it is, okay? Because I see that y'all watching. I can see that, honey. I see all the metrics. So subscribe! I mean, it's gonna be fun. How can you not love me? Come on, subscribe. 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 Subscribe.
Ooh, I gotta collect myself because if he would have met now me, like me right now, I would have let him have it. I would have ripped him a new one, honey. But, I didn't have it in me. Well, I did have it in me, but not all the way. Like now, like where, ooh, you gonna get that fire. But whatever. Okay, so let me get into this story time and let you guys know the tea on when my teacher called me a Fruit Loop. So I gotta give him a name because, I don't know if he's still teaching or whatever, or somehow he might see this or whatever. So we're gonna change his name. I'm gonna call him Mr. D's, like Mr. D's. Okay, so that's gonna be his name. So guys, I'm in fucking 6th grade. This was my social studies teacher. Like, he was supposed to be teaching me social studies. He ain't have no business calling me a Fruit Loop, but he did. So let me tell you how this day came about. He was irritated and frustrated, like just one of those days of what teachers are going through, of when you got badass kids over here yelling and screaming in your ear, jumping around, not sitting down. The untrained ones, the trained ones, you trying to teach the trained ones, but the untrained ones is distracting you. I get it. Like, it was a lot for him to be dealing with. So he was irritated. But his mistake was coming for me. So it got to the point to where the whole class is like going haywire and he's like screaming and yelling, getting everyone's attention. So he yells, everyone gets quiet, the whole class is quiet, and he's like going off on everyone, just calling people out on their shit, like what they were doing, like why they were pissing him off. Like, he was heated. Like, it was where one of those moments where the teacher just loses it and they're going off, like telling you about your mom, sisters, and cousins, like where you going, what you gonna be in life. Like, this was one of those moments he was having. When he was doing this, he was doing it by tables. So like, he was just calling out tables of where people were sitting at. And I had a few bad kids like sitting with me, but I wasn't one of those bad kids. I was just kind of like not quiet, because I've never been quiet. I've always kind of been like that, like character that one, like, I don't know, but I wasn't like disrespectful. Like, I wasn't about to just be out here disrespecting adults, because my mom ain't play that. Like, get that ass whooped, boo. So anyway, he gets to my table, and when he gets to my table, he's like calling us out, like, y'all over here talking, I'm about to have all y'all just start writing definitions out of the dictionary. Like, that's what y'all about to do. Like, all of y'all acting up, like, blah, 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 yelling. And I was like, not me. Like, I haven't been doing any of that. Like, I'm trying to listen to you. Ooh, don't you know this man goes, oh, shut up, Fruit Loop. You one of the main ones. You one of the main ones talking and running your mouth, Fruit Loop. I'm sitting there shooketh. Like, What? The entire class is cracking up laughing because people always have something to say about me anyway. Like calling me this, calling me that, gay this, gay that. Like, so for a fucking teacher to say something like that to me in kids world, in kids language, it was almost like him confirming it. Like, you're an adult, you're the one that's supposed to be setting the bar for everyone in the class, and literally, like, if I was a weak person or if I didn't have a strong support system, this probably would have took me down. But I had something for that ass. I like didn't even say anything back to him because I'm so humiliated. I'm so embarrassed. Like, just in the class, everybody's laughing. This man then just called me a Fruit Loop. He a grown ass man. Like, even if I was a little fucking Fruit Loop at the time, you're not supposed to tell me, and especially not in front of all these mean ass kids. Oh, so the whole day I'm mad, shaking, like, ooh, wait. Ooh, I'm dropping shit, y'all. Wait till I get home. Wait till I tell my mom. I couldn't wait to get home to tell my mom because I knew, like, when I told my mom, she was gonna go off. So, honey, long story short, fast forward, I'm on the bus, like, on my way home, and I'm just like, oh, see, this was before cell phones. Like, nowadays, these kids be having cell phones. They can call their parents instantly. No, honey, we had to wait until we got home or we got picked up or whatever the case may be. This day, like, yes, I couldn't wait to get home. So I get home from being on the bus, and my mom is in the house and she's sleeping. So the whole time I'm like debating, like, do I want to tell her right now? Like, but I'm so heated and fueled up that I'm like, I'm about to tell my mom. Like, I'm telling my mom right now. So literally, I go wake my mom up. I'm like, Mom, I need to tell you something. I need to tell you something. She like, what? Like, cause I'm waking her up out of her sleep. And I'm like, my teacher called me a Fruit Loop today. And my teacher called me a Fruit Loop, like in front of the entire class. So she sleep and she like, okay. I'm like, I was really embarrassed. Like, I was embarrassed. Like, I was pissed off because, like, one thing you need to know about my family, and especially my mother, she hates to be embarrassed. Like, we do not play that embarrassed shit. Like, that will get you, okay, in a heartbeat. So, I had to throw that in there, girl. Like, I was embarrassed. Like, so she still half sleep. She just like, all right. Like, all right, Sean, all right. So I'm furious. Like, oh my God, my mom didn't give me the reaction that I wanted her to give me. Like, I'm pissed off at this point. Like, mad. So mad, I think I just, like, cried myself to sleep or just was angry, drowned myself in Disney. Like, honey, I was heated though, I'll tell you that much. So the next day, I'm planning like all my stuff, like as I'm getting ready for middle school. Like, oh, I'm gonna say this to Mr. D's. I'm gonna say this to him. Like, I'm gonna turn out. Like, I am gonna be one of them bad kids today. Like, I'm gonna show out mad because I'm like, my mom ain't gonna do anything. So fast forward, like I get dressed and I'm like saying bye to my mom because I always said like, see you later, like love you, gave her a kiss, like all that before I left out. It was just kind of our routine, our ritual that we did every day. So I went in to do that, like, all right, love you, mom. First of all, she's already dressed and she's like, no, I'm taking you to school. And I'm just like, what? Like, oh my God, what's going on? Like, why is she taking me to school? So then I just hear her like, oh, hell no. Like, he got me effed up. Like, calling my son a Fruit Loop. All right, all right. So now I'm like, oh. Oh, now you're giving me the reaction that I wanted you to give me yesterday. This is the mom that I know. This is, okay, so we ready. So I'm like, ooh, yes, like he about to get it today. Like, I'm so happy. My mom amped up, like already dressed, ready to go, get in the car, drove me to school. Got us there in a millisecond. And my mom didn't go to the office. She didn't say, I want to set up a meeting with Mr. D's and I. No, honey, my mom went straight to the source. Straight to the source, honey. Walked right up the stairs into my classroom. And she was like, hey, yo, FruitLoop, can I talk to you? So mind you here, he had a class in there at the time, and everybody's paws stopped looking. It's early in the morning, like, and he looking like, what? Like, looking stupid. So he didn't come out, so my mom walked back in and was like, hey, yo, FruitLoop, can I talk to you outside? So then he just like, what? Like, what? Like, no, you can't talk to me. So my mom like, well, all right then, FruitLoop. Don't ever call my effing son no FruitLoop because then it'll be a problem. Like, then it'll be a problem. So you know me, I'm just sitting in the back like, I told you. I told you. Like, this was the wrath that you was coming for when you tried to come for me. So I'm like, just eating it up. My mom letting him have it, calling him all kind of names, all kind of punks and Fruit Loops. Like, now you see how it feels when you call somebody a Fruit Loop. She's like, my son is a young man, a growing boy going in. Like, that's what you call him. You don't ever call my son no Fruit Loop. So then he like, all right, I'm going to the office. DeShawn's mom is acting stupid. So I'm like, don't talk about my mom acting stupid, blah, 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 blah. And my teacher grabbed me, my other teacher, like whose class I was in at the time, like, no, don't get in trouble. Let your mom handle it, blah, blah, blah. Because you know me, I'm down to ride for my mom. I'm like, is we about to jump him, girl? Like, because that's what it's looking like. So then my mom leave. I thought that was going to be the end of it. No, honey, you know how families are when something happened. They want to call your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, and everyone else. And that's what my mom did. And next thing you know, I say about like, right before recess, because you know we still had recess at that time. Like right before I went on to recess, I get called to the office, honey, because they say that I caused a riot at the school. Honey, my mom called her brother, her cousins, everybody was up at the school, sitting already, ready to pop Mr. D's in the mouth for disrespecting yours truly. Bet he won't do it again. I promise you, y'all. After that moment, like, I think my uncle got banned from the school. Like, my mom, they told her, like, girl, you almost got banned, but because you his mom, we're not gonna ban you. But yeah, you was on the way too. Like, everybody that got banned from my school, they wasn't allowed to come up and get me or nothing anymore. Like, it was deep. And, like, for the rest of the year, Mr. D's was the nicest person in the world to me. And please believe I passed that class with an A plus, okay? But I like, see, that's how I know I'm not like a bad person or an evil person or somebody that's mean. Because I actually felt bad for him in the end because all year long, like, it was just the biggest joke and the biggest, like, in his face. Like, kids literally would be like, oh, shut up. Don't make me get DeShawn's mom on you. Like, don't, that's why DeShawn's mom dogged you. Like, that's why she, like, everything. Like, they used to just give him shit about it all the time. And he used to just look at me like, like, I gotta deal with this because of you. And I just used to feel bad. Like, damn, I used to be like, stop, y'all. Like, don't say that. Like, you know, we good now. We good. But I had to let him know. Don't play with the queen. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm totally kidding, guys. Anyway, yes, that's the end of this video, guys, of the time my middle school teacher, Mr. D's, called me a Fruit Loop. But I bet you he thought twice before he called another little boy a Fruit Loop. Because my family was sitting on mob. Oh.